We got a few things to talk about from Madden 23, and one of these, if you want to get it, you need to do it like today, or I would just try to do it now. Those 87 overalls that we covered in our last video for the all Madden players, it's part of a pre-order bonus. Let's go look at this. Let's talk about this because you want to make sure you get it. Now, a couple things we see here on the screen. It says pre-order by July 22nd to get an all Madden Team Elite player, 4,600 Madden points and more. And the best way to do this, if you have Madden 22, you have Game Pass, is to go click on this little tile right here, featured pre-order 10% off, right? So we see here, it's kind of under my face here. Let's remove, you don't need my face. So if you click this, it takes you here to the store, right? And you get this off here, and it says all Madden Team Elite Ultimate Team Player when you pre-order by July 22nd. It's July 21st. I've already pre-ordered mine, okay? So if you go in here, then you're going to get the extra discounts, right? So yes, I own this, but if you want to get it, this is a better way to save money on this as well, because you're going to get another 10% plus the 10% you would normally get. And it just makes it even cheaper for you. So yes, this is the way that you would like to do this today for sure. For sure. If you want the 87, if you don't want the 87 overall, you can wait. You can wait. Maybe you want to wait to see what other cards are coming out. That is totally fine. That's completely up to you. But this is the best way and the cheapest way to get it. Because if you just go through the store normally here, right? And then again, I'm doing this on Xbox. We go to games, coming soon. We'll go find Madden, blah, 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 blah. All Madden edition. We see here that we're going to be able to get it for $89.99 with EA Play, but we get another 10% there. And this is what you're going to be getting with it. You know, the extra stuff in here, right? This is what you want to make sure that you can get for that 87. Again, you don't have to get it if you don't really want to. It is just one player. You're kind of trying to force your hand on pre-ordering pretty quickly, but it's the way to do it. And you have to do it now. You have to do it now. I don't know why that there is a time thing on here. It shouldn't be that way, but there is. So again, that's what you want. That's what you got to do. Now, what are the 87s if you happen to miss them? Let's talk about the 87 overalls here real quick with you guys. If you're looking to replenish, restock, or finally try out some G Fuel, head on over to gfuel.com or click the link in the description. Right now, my code TheActualCC is saving you 30% off. Normally it is 10%, so if you guys see this later, that's what it is. Go get hydrated, go have fun, let's be great. Let's go. So these are the 87s that you would get when you pre-order, on top of all the other stuff, but this is the stuff that if like you really, really want it. The who should I get? Hey, that's tricky, but you got to make your plan, right? Maybe you can see these and be like, I don't really want those cards anyway. The two that I look at the most right now, one, Micah Parsons. Getting speed and that really high finesse move is great. Now, him getting Lurker doesn't really help me out. I don't want to use him as my user. With 87 finesse move, from what we've seen so far, is the highest that we've seen. Maybe you get an Aaron Donald, and some of these guys will have it up there, but they're also going to be expensive. He is not expensive. He's not expensive. But the Lurker ability on him doesn't really sort of get me going. The Barry Sanders here, again, this is one. Throw it in the trash. We don't want this card. We don't want this card, okay? Cam Chancellor. Now, this one is interesting because if Enforcer is really good, if you remember Madden 20, Enforcer was like, it was, you needed Enforcer. If this is the case and he's the only one who gets Enforcer, then he immediately becomes an absolute threat and a weapon as a user. You would want to use him obviously there. And his speed is even okay. But the other one that I really think people need to look at here is Cooper Kupp. Yes, he is a little slow, but Slot Apprentice early on is massively, massively important. It actually differentiates and opens up your offense completely. If you're a passer, this is probably the way a lot of people are going to go. You will see what I would imagine a lot of the pro players will be going Cooper Kupp here, okay? So getting a Slot Apprentice wide receiver for free, if you're going to pre-order the game anyway, right? Just say you're going to pre-order the game anyway, call it free. That's pretty important. Now, he's not very fast, right? We know he's not very fast. But whenever other Slot Apprentices come out, think maybe Team Diamonds, probably someone in there will get it. It can be a little pricey, right? and they'll probably be a better player. So again, like, don't feel obligated to do this, but if you are going to pre-order and you're on the fence and you know you're like 100% going, this isn't a bad way to go about it anyway. And make sure you get one of these cards, right? Again, start to create your plan for building your team on day one with the free content that we are getting. The other pre-order pack, Jalen Waddle, Montez Sweat. Those may not be the best cards in the world, but hey, stick them in there. Maybe it's a wide receiver 3 and just a D lineman at this point. It's not too bad, but we also have rookie premieres that I want to cover a little bit more, as you guys need to get this plan going in your head, because you still have time to do more rookie premiere. So we see here on the screen now from MuttGG's site information on rookie premieres. Now, depending on how many tokens you're getting in Madden 22, remember you can get 13 rookie premiere tokens by completing 15 rookie premiere sets, and you can get the other 2 by completing objectives and getting to level 30. Me personally, I'm not going for the 15. I have 13. Now, what does that mean for me? Again, my plan in my head. Well, I want to get the 86 overall NCAT, the bottom one. We can get 1. The second pack, we can get 3. And that's using 7 tokens so far. And then we have 13. So we'll use 1 more to get an auctionable player. So that's going to give us 5 players here, what we can do. The first thing I would be doing, in my opinion, is opening the bottom one, the one where it's a selection of 1 of 10, because the other ones are free choice, right? Choose any. Well, you always want to go through your limited one first to see, because what would happen if you do all the other ones and the pack of 10 doesn't really have any of the ones you would want otherwise, but it has like the 4 you've chosen before. Bad. So this is my plan, is like, okay, and these rookie premier players, they don't really stand out, but I want to pick cards that have, honestly, the longest shelf life possible here, right? And you can go over to MuttGG and you can click on all of this stuff here and see and pick some of these players. But for me, right off the bat, I'm like, I think these guys can have some staying power, even just for depth. I'm okay with that. Kaiir Elam and Tyquan Thornton. Those 2 I like. I think for me, the other ones I'm going to go with are going to be offensive linemen. I know that is not a very popular thing to do, but 86 overall offensive linemen are actually pretty highly rated in the start of the year, and they'll be pretty good. They get tier 2 abilities. They'll be able to do what you need for the most part and should buy you some time. Now, if you're getting an auctionable player, I would want to pick who I feel would be the most expensive auctionably. Again, that would be Elam, that would be Thornton, maybe Chris Olave, even, maybe, right? He's 86 speed as well. So you need to have this plan in place. How many tokens do I have? How do I want to go about this? Which card would I like auctionable? Do I feel like it's going to have the highest value? Because we don't have an obvious one like Jamar Chase last year, but we can also say, well, I could save a bunch of coins and not have to buy 3 linemen, 2 linemen, my tackles, right? That's not bad. Do you really want to go out and try to get 87 or 88 overall Trent Williams on day 1? Not really. That's going to be kind of, it's going to be 100,000 coins. But this is a pretty good option here otherwise, right? Again, maybe you want to go with some of the D linemen. You can do that as well. Just come up with a plan. You have a long time. Write it down in your note section on your phone, on a piece of paper. Doesn't matter. Start writing out your plan, and as other content is revealed, because we're going to see what the base elites are, we're going to see probably what diamonds are, Mutt Masters, all this other stuff. It's going to give us a really deeper insight, and we can start to build our team and attack, because when day 1 hits and that game comes out and you log on for the first time, knowing what you want to do is really important, because if you make the wrong decision, it could cost you pretty dear, 50 to 100,000 coins worth of stuff. And you don't really want to do that when 50 to 100,000 coins in the beginning of the year is really valuable. And again, we have 4 weeks, basically 4 weeks. August 15th is probably when we're going to be playing the game. So just get that in mind. Also start thinking about maybe with those Madden points, if you're pre-ordering, do you want to use them on day 1? Do you want to hold them? Again, to me, if you're a spender, hey, you're going to spend more points anyway. You might as well get some of that thrill. Otherwise, if you're not a big spender, maybe you want to save them for some of those fantasy packs, those weekly fantasy packs, whom they come back and stuff like that as well. Do you want to wait for Legends when there's limited editions and stuff coming out first? Again, just come up with a basic plan and how it is. You should always have a plan going into the year, building your team, a budget if you're going to be opening packs, points, buying coins, whatever it may be. Just have it ready. I know it sounds silly, but please, guys, this will help you a lot in the beginning. You're going to hear me preach this stuff over and over and over and over. I hope you guys listen. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this video, go check this video up here. The all golden ticket team, all time. It was so fun to record, and it's an amazing game. Check it out. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.